Two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the Lions taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Austin Dean riding a power surge coming into this one, Chris. He's homered in 4 straight games.
He is managing to find pitches that he can barrel up and do damage with, and really that's the key for him. As long as he can get the bat to it, because he's so strong, there's a good chance that it leaves the ballpark.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Steven Matz. What do we have on him?
And a guy like this is going to keep you in the ball game. He's going to go out there, compete. Not going to see a whole lot of flair and flash, but he's going to hand it over to the bullpen at some point. And if you've been able to score a few runs,
he won't get there. That should be extra bases. Around second now, going for 3. The relay in there safely.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now the third baseman, Kim. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. Ball one there.
Count 1-0.
The pitch. Going to count 1 and 2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Over to Goldie, and the first run of the game comes across.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Austin Dean. Hammered, base hit.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Number 28.
And here's the rookie catcher, Hart. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Dives and he can't hang on. Still able to get it there in time. And they get it out of the play. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. The Lions lead it 1-0. Back here in St. Louis and towing the slab, Kim. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Foul ball. The wind and the pitch. And another ball. The Cardinals trailing by a run here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That one a little bit high. 3-1. And that's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Paul Goldschmidt batting with one down takes a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one. Carlson off of first with 2 away. Right through there, got him. Third out, and that ends the frame. So one left for the Cardinals. They trail here. Back here in St. Louis, top of the second. Here's the rookie right fielder, Kwang. And that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Now it's the rookie DH, Choi.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Walker makes the grab, one down. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
Ground ball could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1 on to Goldschmidt. That's 2. 1 hit in the. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter now, Wilson Contreras. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. Kim measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Checks over to first. Back safely. Nolan Arenado in the box now. Takes strike 1. And now the lefty gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The pitch. Ripped into left center for a base hit. Contreras around second. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Everything came together for him. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And a pitch. And that one is inside. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
And there's ball 4.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Bases juiced, no outs. The next pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. And here it comes. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Really good hard bite to that breaking ball for the strikeout right there. I mean, he was able to bury it down below the zone, and that's throwing the pitch with conviction. Good thing for the pitcher, he's not going to miss in the zone, and that's where you get hurt.
Dean off balance feed. There's 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Tommy Edman at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. End of 2 here at Busch. Back here at Busch Stadium, on to the third inning. Here's the second baseman, Park. That's out to center field. And makes the grab. And there's one down. So the batting order turns over at the plate. Choi. Not close with that one. And that is ball one. Up the middle. No play. That's an infield single.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Runner on the go. Tag out. A rocket of a throw from Wilson Contreras.
They were right on top of it. They guessed right on the first pitch out. Tells me they had some good data or scouting report. Maybe it's just a feeling, but either way, perfect execution, great throw and tag, and they erased that runner at first.
Here's a 1-1. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Edman going after it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Bottom of the inning, this is Dylan Carlson. Kim back to work. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-1. California kid. Played for his dad at Elk Grove High School. His teammates there with Nick Madrigal. Kim with the throw to first. One up, one down. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. Went down on strikes his first time through. In there at the knees for a strike. Bounce to the right. And they get Goldschmidt for the out. Here's Nolan Gorman. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Two outs. Swinging a foul straight back. In the air, center field. Choi gets under it, makes the grab, and that ends the inning. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss.
You know, this group of hitters just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
And a pitch. Hammered, and now maybe extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Dean, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Next pitch is outside.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
He's got it. Runner tags at second. Throw cut off to third. He's in there. Here's the catcher to hit, Park. He's 0 for 1. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. Hit hard, that gets through. In to score from third. It's 2-1.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Gorman. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him. with another ground ball. Good execution.
This to center field. Brings it in. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And the home team down. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the fourth. And here is Wilson Contreras. Just missed. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Got him. 1 down.
Well, you could tell he wasn't expecting that ball to break back in on him. He may have been looking for something away, maybe something soft, but that slider on the inside corner absolutely frozen.
Arenado at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1. And there's a foul ball. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That clips the corner.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
And he grounds one to the right side. He steps on the bag. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth. So digging in, Jordan Walker. Ball 1, no strikes. The Cards down by a run here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Just missed. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one ripped. And that will end the inning. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now it's going to be Ha-Sung Kim. There's a swing and a drive. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Puts a bunt down. Arenado to first in time. And that's an out on the sacrifice.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Now here is Kim. Bounce to the left side. Win. On to first, and the inning is over. Back here in St. Louis, now it's the right fielder, Alec Burleson. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Burleson measures 6 feet 2 inches, 25 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick in 2020. And a 1-1. Foul ball there. Here's a 1-2. And another ball. He goes down looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Win. The next to hit takes ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. Next offering in there for a strike. Strike 1. And there's a ball. Hard hit left side. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. And here comes Tommy Edman. On the ground to third. In plenty of time to first. St. Louis goes back here at Busch Stadium. Here's a big power threat. Koo. Hit on the ground to the right side. Goldie. He handles it himself, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. And now the first baseman, Austin Dean. That one ripped left field. That's down. One hops off the wall. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really...
New arm of the mound for the Cardinals, Zach Thompson.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
And now the right fielder, Kwang, 1 for 2. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Back here in St. Louis, bottom of the 6th inning. And now the DH, Dylan Carlson. That one fouled off. 0-1. Fought off foul. 0-2 now. Struck him out looking.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
On the ground to third. Oh, great grab on the dive. The throw, nicely done for the out.
A quick move to his left, fully extended there in front of the shortstop to make the grab. Up with it, then a strong, accurate throw across the diamond to complete this highlight play.
Gorman up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. And a strike on the outside edge. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the DH, Choi. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. So up next, Ha-Sung Kim. And a foul ball.
Well, these players digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. 8 of their hits came off the bat at 90 miles per hour or harder. These guys are not getting fooled right now.
Choi aboard here at first with nobody out. The shortstop takes the ball. Double play ball to second. There's one. On to first, double play.
I think 4-6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play, but right there, very well done.
2 outs, base is empty. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Back to the top of the lineup, Choi now at the plate. Sneaks through, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Now a chance for Kim. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
Looking for some insurance, or as our friends down in the South would say,
insurance.
No matter how you say it, we know what you mean.
And that's ripped for a base hit. Park rounds third, headed for the plate. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. And we're back. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off.
Kim back to work.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
And the pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
There's a swing and a miss.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Next pitch way upstairs. And a curve misses outside.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
The wind of the pitch. On the ground to the left. And it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker. Right field down the line, and that one slices foul.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Late swing fouled off. Snap throw to first. Arenado back in standing.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Next offering is down low. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. Pitch in the dirt, 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Tying run at the plate. Stays alive.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone, really making him work out there.
Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Brings it in.
Now just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
Now at the plate, Mason Wynn. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
So the tying run at second. And that one fouled off. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. And the inning is over. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Andrew Kittredge.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the left fielder, Koo, 1 for 3. Here comes a pitch. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Edman in position, puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Austin Dean. Kittredge goes 6'1", 230 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. John King, the left-hander, up and throwing. Number 62, also throwing. And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Lined into right, and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Ripped into left center, base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. The relay throw. Tries to get back in time, but they got him. So a man aboard. Now it's the right fielder, Kwang. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. In comes the run from third, and they lead by 3, and that extends the inning. And next is the designated hitter, Choi. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Strike 1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Left-hand batter waits. In the air out to center. It falls in, and that's a hit. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Now time called at the plate. And now here is Ha-Sung Kim. He was late there. Strike 1. Two on, 2 outs. And that one fouled off. Ripped to short. Over to Goldie. That ends the inning and stops things from. So remaining in the game defensively, he pinch hit last half and now takes over at first. A new pitcher in the game, Kim.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
So coming into the game now on defense, Lee. He's in at shortstop. Also entering the game, Chung. He'll be patrolling center field. And he deals. Edman stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. The pitch. That's a strike, and the count even at 1.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
2-1 now. And another ball. (3-1), and he couldn't come up with it. Dylan Carlson will hit next.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Edman gets his lead at first with nobody out. The 1-1 is fouled off.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And that gets down for a base hit. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Goldie in the box now, takes strike 1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
Squirts away a little bit to second, and he's out.
You know, Boog, this is the part of the game that oftentimes is overlooked. This is the grunt work. Great job of the catcher using his body to deaden that pitch, keeps it close, and then throws a strike down to second. Hats off.
And another ball.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Looks like an intentional walk after falling behind 3-0. Didn't want to risk nibbling.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
Next offering is downstairs. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at bat alive.
The tying run at the plate. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Look out, that ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Got him swinging on the curveball. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at bat like that one. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, John King.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Makes the catch for the out.
The batter, number 31.
Chung getting ready to hit. Entered the game on defense, so this is his first trip to the plate in this one. Outside, and it's 1-0. Lined, and that's a base hit.
He was all over that one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runner on the move. And he grounds one back up the middle. Gorman throws on to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. Now the left fielder, Hyun. Swing and a ball popped up. Win on the move. And that's the third out. One hit, one left. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. South Korea have the advantage 4-1. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Here's the third baseman. Nope. On to pitch here.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
That one down the line. Tosses across to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Burleson in the box now. No balls and a strike. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Ground ball, and this should do it. On the run, sends it over to first. That's the ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Tell you my problems, meditating my silence. But I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no breath, low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go follow.
Fans are finalizing.